Welcome back to another episode of Endure, an Ovando running podcast. We are about 5 days out from the Coldwater Rumble Trail Race Series. Jake and I just went out there, and Jake did the 100 miler, and I did the 100K. Jake, how's recovery going so far?
Got super sick, like right after the race. Um, we were driving back, and I was so bad, dude. Thought I was gonna die, and I was like really concerned. And then the next day came, and I was like, oh, I'm just sick. um, and now I'm good. I ran, I think yesterday a bit, and I've been rock climbing, and my toenails are so bad, but everything else is money.
Dude, that video of your toe is disgusting. That's
That
so
was just
bad.
one of them.
Oh,
It's bad, dude.
Yeah, dude, that I was literally about to eat some food before you sent me that, and then I saw it, and
You're
then like I
welcome.
lost my appetite.
You're welcome.
You asshole.
did you get that all
Nah.
figured out today with the drill bit?
Dude, I tried it. My
You didn't do
job's
anything?
working a lot with like a pin. Dude, it's like still on. I just need to rip the damn thing off.
Oh,
It's so painful, dude.
I bet, man.
Dude, you literally you understood what I was saying,
I
right? You
understand.
get the
Yeah.
smallest drill bit and
Yeah.
you just push on it
I
and
get
then
it.
twist. You don't even have to like do this. You just push and
No, no,
twist.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's instant relief.
I know. I just can't. I don't know what's going on, dude.
Dude, I had a staph infection in my thumb one time, and it was like it was getting really
Scare
big and
me,
like
bro.
full of infection and whatever. And when they cut it open, literally, it was instant
Yeah,
relief.
that's what
Like
I'm
it
hoping
was,
that's not a staph
it was
infection.
amazing. Yeah, but it could turn into one, I guess, if you.
That's what I'm scared of,
I
bro.
know.
I've been
I
saying this
waited
whole time.
way too long too. Like I was out like camping with my buddies, and I'm like, all right, I gotta go. I gotta leave. I gotta get this figured out.
This is a gnarly start to this podcast.
Yeah, it is.
Not expected. How are you doing, Tim? How are you recovering?
Um, I think it's going pretty good. I took like 3 days off, and then
What did you do yesterday?
I I had to go up to LA area to get my Chinese visa stamped, which I actually have to go back next Monday
Oh my god.
to get it. I literally, so I go, it's like the DMV
Mhm.
with just a bunch of Chinese people in there. And I go in, go up to the window, and the lady grabs my passport and she like scans it, starts wrapping it up, and she's like, okay, come back next Monday. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I just drove 2.5 hours up here. Now I have to come back, like, make my work schedule completely different. I'm like, well, there's no other option. So, yeah,
Yep.
I call, what was it? Was that yesterday? Yeah, yesterday I went up, did that, and then Christian and I hit Mount Wilson, which was pretty cool.
How
It
many
wasn't
miles
really
was that?
much of like a run. It's like 23. It
With
was more of like hike slash run.
dude, I mean, 4 days after a solid effort, is pretty good.
Yeah, dude.
But it's also like I'm not driving up.
I don't think I ran 23 miles like an entire month after my race.
But also, I'm not driving all the way up to LA just to stare at mountains, and I'm not gonna
Yeah,
go get up there if I'm there.
I do the same shit.
How far is
So
that for you?
that was,
How far of a drive?
it's like probably 2.5 hours,
Nice.
maybe less without traffic, but that's about how long it took us to get up there.
That's it.
So talked about recovery a little bit. Um, let's get into the
You should
race.
say you said that
So
you did the 100K and Jake ran the 100
yeah,
mile. I think
Mhm.
you
yeah.
won the 100K with course
Of course.
record, and Jake got
I was gonna get to that, but
fourth
yeah.
overall. I know you started into it as like, oh, I ran the 100K. I'm like, did you? You also
You
set a
ran.
course record. And Jake,
No, I actually walked it.
third
No.
male overall. You guys are freaks.
Damn, dude, you got beat by a chick?
I did, but I'll let her, dude. I'll let her beat me.
Yeah, she's not even that
Nah,
good.
that's an
We knew it was
exception.
game over when she was on the list.
Dude, did she tie the course record? I saw someone said she tied.
Yes, but it was by like decimal, like a fraction of a second. She beat it. She beat it,
Yeah,
It's
dude.
like
That
eight
course
yeah,
hundredths of
is
a
the one
whatever.
that
that's
because the one that
crazy.
Devin ran, it's longer and harder and rock like it. Dude, she got the course record.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say, no
Wait,
question.
so you're saying the one that I ran was harder than the
100%. Everyone agrees.
than the one that the
Yes,
dude ran it last year in?
yes, no question. Yeah, I ran both too.
Interesting.
I know. I saw both courses because that stretch, we'll get to it, but that stretch is everyone agrees, and it was 2 miles longer than last year.
Wait, so hold on. You're telling me last year when they did the 100K,
Yes,
they only had to run 62 and it was 9 and it was 9:30.
yes, which means that you beat it and you.
Oh my God. That's some bullshit.
That's just how it goes, though.
I
yeah.
know, but it's like, dude, whatever.
Yeah.
Still,
What, you would have broke it by what? What'd you break it in? 20,
33.
33 minutes? Well, you
I
would have.
Well,
think
if I was going, well, overall
in
course
30
record,
minutes.
the female had it.
Who was that?
Female had it.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
I saw
know.
that.
Loose, yeah. Uh, she did not, hold on, I just looked her up. She did 9:20.
Yeah,
So
What'd you
like
do?
technically what, 23 minutes I beat it by?
You did like 9 flat.
8:57.
8:57.
Okay.
Lucy Rathbun had it. 9:20.
Yeah, dude, I thought that was wrong. Like when I was looking up to try to figure out what the course record was, it said that like a female had it or whatever, and I'm like, this can't be right. I
And
Can't
then
was like, what is it actually? It was, but I didn't know it's also only been done for like, what is it, the second year, third year of the
I
race?
guess I don't know.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
maybe like 3 or 4 years.
yeah,
So someone will go out and smash my shit, but that's okay.
yeah. Then you just gotta go
Records are
back.
Cheers
meant
for
to be
now.
broken. Yeah. So yeah, 100 miles started off at
7
7,
a.m.
7
Started
a.m.
7:15.
You want to tell us how the first loop went or first couple or
Yeah, I was actually thinking about this today because it was super fun. We 'cause we just cruised off. I was with Rowie, and I don't know. I tried to. I was just walking back, trying to get near the middle-ish, probably pretty mid pack. Um, and we just cruised the first bit. Nothing really happened, but it was super mellow, just kind of doing my thing, and then then the downhill comes because it's like so the course, the first loop, it's like 5 miles like slight up and then 5 miles slight down, pretty much. And then when the downhill came, I started picking it up a little bit, passing some people, but like I'm not gonna get passed on the downhill. I like downhill, and then all of a sudden I hear on your left, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, who's passing me? Like I'm kind of moving on the downhill for being mid pack at the beginning of 100, and then I see Jeff and Tim right behind me, and so I let them pass, and then I hop on Tim, and I'm just yelling, "Giddy up!" And I'm just shouting, like just shouting and having so much fun with Tim and Jeff, just hauling down the trail, passing all these people, and I'm like. I look back at my watch. It was like a 6 minute pace for like a quarter mile or something. I'm just hanging with Tim, just like having fun on the downhill. I was like, all right, dude, go fucking get the record. And then I just cruised in the rest, and I hit my split. I think I did like a 142 first loop, and I wanted a 145. So that's yeah, I was I was happy with that. That was really fun. That was actually one of my favorite parts of the race. It's just like yelling. Everyone was stoked. I don't know if you were paying any attention, Tim, but it was fun.
yeah, I was kind of paying attention. a little bit, but I was also like locked in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
you
was
had
also
to hold that for a little longer than I did.
locked into the heels
But
of Jeff Browning.
Jeff's like, on your left, on your left, on your right. He's like shouting at everyone, and we're just hauling it. It was so fun. I'm gonna be honest.
no, it was cool though, because like my thought process was I was gonna just go straight from the gun straight to the front. But then I was like, nah,
It's
you know
fun.
what? This guy's a legend. Like I wanna sit behind him for a bit, talk to him,
Yeah,
and I'll like just enjoy his presence. So I like sat on him. I think there was like 6 or 7 of us that went out. I mean, I'd say for me and Jeff, it was maybe a 4 out of 10 effort, maybe a 3.
you could
Like
tell
we
who.
we weren't even,
Yeah,
yeah,
it was
like
obvious
we
who was
weren't
pushing it
even
more.
breathing that hard. We were just chilling. And there was like, yeah, maybe 6 other dudes behind us, and I could just hear them like on the first freaking hill, like breathing really hard. Like I start trying to talk to the dude behind me. I think is shout out Carlos. He was a cool dude. I started noticing this fool's already sweating like a lot, and I'm like trying to talk to him, and he's like, yeah, yeah, like, yeah, Carlos, like when you're working hard,
63
and
miles per
I was just like,
gallon.
yeah, I'm like, all right, man, like in my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, like hang with us, but
What?
we're just chilling right now, like we're just kicking back. So yeah, and it was cool because running with, I feel like everyone out there knew Jeff Browning was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Um, so when we would pass people, so I'd hear people be like Bronco Billy, and I was just like, this is sick. Like these fools know him. And then we would be running past and he'd be like, giddy up. And I was like laughing,
I
but I
love
was so happy.
we were
I was so happy to be in the presence
Oh
of
yeah.
like a freaking legend. And I didn't know that he's like just as much of a shoe nerd, if not worse than me.
Oh, I didn't expect
Like,
that.
so we were running, and because he just got sponsored by Keen, he's not
Mhm.
with Ultra anymore. Yeah, we were talking about that,
Mhm.
and I was like, "You're wearing the H1s, huh?" And he's like, "Yeah, I
He
just ripped the
was.
logos off." Yeah, he wasn't even wearing a Keen Proto. He was wearing the
We're
H1s,
just blowing his cover right now.
Yeah.
and
Tag him.
yeah, we'll shout out Jeff Bronco, and he's like, "Dude, this shoe's just so good," and I was like, "Yeah,
Really?
I know. I could tell from just trying it on." Like I
I'm,
bought a pair.
yeah.
As soon as I got done, I
I'll
was
pair.
like, "I'm
Okay.
buying a pair." I bought a pair.
Yeah, maybe I need to.
Um, so we were talking. We were just talking shoes for a while, and yeah, we start coming up to the end of the first loop because my goal on that first loop was to hit like 120 because I knew if I wanted to hit 830 around there, I had to go out
Yeah.
at 120 for 10 miles, and then I had to hit 640 for my 50 mile. So we were coming in, and there's 3 of us now, and it's me, Bronco, and a dude named John Michael, another homie. He's super cool.
Yeah.
Um, we're running in, and I'm thinking we're all gonna like do the same thing I do, quick handoff with gels and fuel, and like you're gone. Turns out, I guess I was the only one who did that. So I go through, I turn back, no one's
Yeah,
behind
you
me,
weren't anywhere.
and I was like, this is it. I was like, this is my move right here. It's early, but I'm going for it. I think my one mistake in that race was I got so hyped up from seeing the people there. I was running like 650 going up out of
That's a
the
climb.
camp,
That's a
up the
climb.
hill.
It's not flat.
And I was like, oh, dude, this is not good. But like, I immediately, like, that was where I guess, yeah, I made my move and I just opened up a gap.
Yeah, he was
So
far behind because I saw
that,
you as I was, and I saw him. Jeff was waving.
that was my 110. I don't know if you want to say how your other 10 was or just go.
Mellow, nothing crazy. I just cruised. Yeah, I saw some, talked to some people. I met a cool dude, super cool dude named Greg Savage. He was telling me about how he runs like Infinitus 888K, so 500 miler in like what state, dude? I don't know. He's done it like multiple times. Doing that and Hard Rock this year, he's a savage. So he was fun to run with. But he's like, this is kind of a theme that I'll go on to later. And he's like, what are you shooting for? I'm like, 20? And he's like, I'm just trying to go under 24. Am I going too hot? I'm like, I don't think so. I'm on pace. And this was like as I was coming into my 20-mile split, which was like 3:30, which is exactly where I wanted to be. And everyone around me goes, I just want to finish under 24, or like I just want to finish. I'm like, okay. And I was like, I'm not stressing. I'm on where I want to be, and yeah. And again, I'll go into it later because I have a spiel about this, and I'm gonna say this game changer. But yeah, I was like, I'm on my splits. But yeah, that was the second loop. That was the highlight of
Oh,
Greg. He's a homie, beast.
Yeah, but at that point in the race, I checked like looking at the tracker. Well, I was looking at the tracker
Oh,
for both
50th,
of you.
right?
Yeah, you were in like 50th probably. You're moving up every time I checked, but yeah, I think
Yeah, I
like
wasn't getting
the
fast,
lowest
but
I saw you, or highest, I guess, was like 50,
yeah,
and then yeah,
that's not.
and then whatever.
so Zarek rode out with us last minute, signs up for the 100 miler.
I
And
love that.
I was asking him on the car ride out, I'm like, so what do you want to do for um your 10-mile loop? Because like there's like a rule of thumb, which I think is pretty accurate. So whatever you run your 10 mile in, like it has to be base. Like if you're pushing, you can't apply this. But whatever you run your 10 mile in, you subtract 3 minutes, and like that's right around what your half marathon time should be. And it's pretty freaking accurate.
What did I do? Oh, well, that's definitely not. Oh, I guess it's a trail.
But yeah, so I asked him, I'm like, hey, what do you want to do the 10 mile loop
120.
in?
Did he do like a
And he's
120?
like, this is what he said. Yeah, he went around like a 120, which was like what, because I never saw
He
him.
did.
So he did what I did. Um,
I
I
saw him
asked him, I'm
Strava and
like,
he was doing like 7-minute miles.
so we're driving over there, and I'm like, what do you want to do your first loop in? And he's like, like a 115 or something like that. And I was like, dude, are you kidding me? I'm like,
I love Zarek.
you realize how fast that is, right? He's like, no. And then I tell him, and he's like, oh, maybe like a 130 or something like that, 135. I was like, yeah, that's probably better. Because I told him, I'm like, dude, I love Zarek, but I tell him the same thing every time. Dude, don't go out hot.
He does it.
You
It's just in
and
his
then
blood,
he
dude.
still
It's just
does
in his
it.
blood.
So I take off up the hill, and I'm feeling good. Um, I didn't drink as much as I thought I was going to be able to do on the first loop. I took one 90-gram precision, and then I drank, well, I guess I did pretty good. And then I drank a flask of scratch with just like the little packet. So I think it's like
Mhm.
20 grams of carbs or something like that, 500 milligrams
If
of
that.
sodium.
Not a ton.
Yeah, it's nothing much. So I had that. I wanted to drink a full flask of water, but I didn't. I barely touched it. So I take off, and at this point, like what was it, the 40K or something like that took off before on that loop? There was a race
It must have been the
that
40K.
left,
'Cause that's what came out
something
after
like
you.
that.
Yeah, yeah. And you
So
were too.
I'm basically running in an open course. There's like I see no one, and I'm going,
Yeah, it's just you
and
on the big loop.
I'm occasionally like looking back, and then I finally see Jeff and uh the other dude coming down. I'm like, okay, like there's already a pretty good gap.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep going. My least favorite part of that course was, you know, when you come to the T intersection and you
Mm-hmm.
come this way to go
Yep.
back,
I told
was
you.
you're literally, you turn left and you're staring at like the plateau of where you need to get, but it's like the slightest incline and you see where you need to go and it looks so freaking far
Yeah.
away. And I'm just like staring there, and on top of that you're going into washes, back up out, and it's just this steady, like you were saying, douche grade going up, where it's like you
Mm-hmm.
want to walk, but there's
Yeah.
really no excuse to walk.
There's no reason to. But that's what I was telling you,
So,
Tim. I was telling you to like. I wasn't trying to tell you what to do, but I was like, if you're a little bit behind on pace, like give yourself grace because they're. That's the worst part. I just wanted you to like know that in your head so you didn't like get down. That's why I told you that before.
and then that's when I was like, this is the part that Jake was talking about.
I just wanted to warn you.
So, I actually there was another mistake that I did too. I pushed too hard on that up, and by the time I had gotten to the first aid station, dude, I was already like hurting.
Yeah.
I was on that stretch, I was already like, I kind of went to a low at that point. I
Good
was
too.
having those,
That's
why am I doing this? Why do I do ultras?
yeah.
Like, this sucks. My legs are already like aching pretty bad. And then I'm like wondering, am I not eating enough? Like, what's going on?
You just pushed a little hard.
But I was eating everything I needed to do.
Yeah.
And so then I come into the aid station, and because I started off with cis, the 40
Mhm.
gram beta fuels, which they're all right, not my favorite. And I come in and I see, because you told me, I trust you that they had Never Second, but I was like, I'm just gonna carry these just in case. And I see Never Second. I pull my sis's out and I'm like, here, you can give these to someone else. And I'm like, give me 4 Never
You never
Seconds.
yeah. That's
And I take the Never Seconds and I'm like, all right, let's go. And then you have that down that's like
that's my
washy to
first
the
section.
and you just freaking, you can
So
blow that. Like you can just go hard. So I start like getting in a
mhm.
rhythm. I take a Never Second, going down that wash area, and I come in, which honestly, dude, that second aid station is stupid. They should move it back.
No,
There's
they can't.
literally no,
That's why. It's a logistic thing, or else they would have moved it back.
honestly, they shouldn't even have that one there.
But
That's
then it
just
makes it
dumb.
an 11-mile stretch. Do you want an 11
I
mile stretch?
I guess, but like I never even stopped at that one.
Oh, you didn't?
That's what I'm
For
saying.
water?
No. Nope. I
Oh.
literally just hit the one and then boom, like
Oh,
I
okay.
just blew that
Oh,
one.
that's interesting. Okay, I didn't know that.
How far away was that
That's why I
one
was like,
from the
dude,
other
this
one?
is, it was like two and a half
2.9.
miles?
Really?
Yeah, it's something
But then
like
the next stretch is eight
dumb.
something. Dude, it's like almost 12 miles to get from
I
one
thought it
hill
was
to
like
the
6 from the what's it called? The stupid aid station to the, what's
No,
that one?
dude,
Horse thief or whatever?
it's like eight something.
Dude, the whole time I'm thinking, because I asked the lady, I was like, "How far is this to the next aid station?" She's like 6, and
Promise
I
you.
was like, "Oh,
I did it
okay."
3 times, dude. I know.
And I'm like, but then in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, 6 miles. Like, I'm glad I didn't know it was 8 actually,
Yeah.
because the whole time I'm thinking it's only 6 miles. I'm like, let's get it, and
You
I'm
only
just
ran 60
like,
miles then.
shit, whatever. So I get passed by a 60K dude,
Okay.
and immediately I'm like, yeah, I'm not letting this guy like drop me. So I start holding on to the
Whole nother
60K
race.
dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, yep. I'm like, this guy, like, fuck this. I'm not letting this fool like drop me like
The
that.
bike been
So I let him go, like, go up a bit, and
Yeah.
then I'm like, I'm not letting him open up a gap. So I just start like, because I noticed he would go really hard on the downhills,
Yeah.
but like that my climbing, dude, was really good at that race.
Good. Yeah.
And I would like
You were.
close back the gap on the climbs. Um, that one canyon area, that was probably the coolest air like
Totally agree.
scenery of the
That's the new part
loop.
of the course. I agree.
Um,
So much
but
better.
it got really hot later in the day. That
Yeah.
was the only thing that sucked. And there's like no wind movement. Um, and I thought that that climb going out of that canyon was the worst climb. That one like it's like super rocky and steep and it's like one switchback
Yeah.
and then it goes and you're
I
running
like that
along the
part.
side of those
Yeah.
the mounds.
Sick.
That one kicked my ass.
Well, yeah, because you run it. I don't have to run it. I only ran Rocket.
But even like running all the other ones, I would say that one just
It's a
it
steep.
wasn't like actually the hardest, but like the conditions, like there's no airflow. It's hot as hell in the canyon, and it is steep in the beginning.
Dude, yeah.
So that one, I hated that climb, but I get to the top, and then it's just like easy, nice single track, you're winding along like these mounds. I
Yeah.
wouldn't even call
That's
them
pretty
mountains, they're like mounds. And then I come into the aid station
Uh-huh.
and I'm feeling pretty good. I'm still like I guess I kind of came back. I started just kind of ignoring the legs. Like I'm like, yeah, they're just gonna hurt like this. So coming to the aid station, I think I got ice there, which kind of saved me. I should have got ice like at the first aid station,
Yeah, it's
but it
hot
was
there.
still like kind of cold. So I was like, I don't think I need it. So boom, I think I drank some Coke there too. Drank some Coke, saw Christian and Braxton, and I take off. And I'm leaving. And you know, there's like a little cross intersection where you can see the people coming down,
Yeah.
but you're
Yeah.
leaving.
You saw someone?
So I saw Jeff
Oh,
going into the aid
okay.
station, and I was like, oh man, like he's
That
actually
close? Yeah, yeah.
not that far behind me. I was like, all right, like just stay cool. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a pacer at the next loop, so I should be chill. So I just stayed steady, kept I think I started upping my salt too at that point. I have no idea how much intake I took. I think I was doing like 2 or 3 pills an hour along with my just scratch. I don't, I'm not like super scientific about it. I kind of just go
Probably
off
take
of
that
the
for
feel.
an hour.
Um, but it worked. I never cramped. Um, and the whole time, like, you're doing the same thing and just rolly all the way back to the start. And I remember going back up that final pitch
Yeah.
before you drop back down into the headquarters or whatever. I look back and like there's no one in sight.
Mm-hmm.
So I have because I like to wear my 2 watches. So I start my Timex at the top of the climb, and I was like, I
Oh,
want to see
not far back.
how much of a gap I have.
Yeah.
So, and then I flew down into the aid station, and then that's where I picked up my pacer.
Is that the only reason
And
you
then,
wear another watch, or why do you have two watches?
well, I wear another watch because one, if I want to take my watch off, so I have this one. I actually just left the navigation on, and I wasn't looking at how fast I was going.
Mhm.
Which, if I did start to do that, then I probably would have taken it off. So then I have my Timex, so then I can uh, know how long it's been since I've ate. So every time I eat, I lap the watch.
That's smart.
So then I'll look down every 20, 25 minutes, I would take a gel.
That's really smart. Yeah, because you can kind of
Yeah.
like, once you get into it, you're like, all right, I'm gonna do it every 25 minutes. And you do 25 minutes, and then you're like, keep going. You're like, wait, what time was I supposed to do
Mhm.
it again?
confusing.
So yeah, dude, that's
Yeah,
smart.
because
I never thought of
it's
that.
easy to start off when it's zero zero
Yeah,
zero on your watch,
yeah,
and then it's like 25, 50. Then you start having to do
Yeah,
yep.
math,
no.
Oh yeah,
and you're at that point you're retarded, so you
yeah.
can't do
I had
math.
that problem in my
So
first marathon. I was like, all right, 20, 25 minutes, and then yeah, like right
Oh
away, you're
yeah.
like, wait, what? And you can't do math when you're going. You
I
think you
mean,
can,
I
but
know
you're wrong.
you can do the thing where the watch beeps at you every whatever,
Yeah,
but it's like that would start to make me mad
yeah,
if like, because then at that point it's like, don't tell me when to eat. Like, I don't know. It's like,
Yeah,
plus it
you're
keeps me
watching.
more like on my toes, because then I have to. I'm like, oh shoot, it's been
yeah. You probably
25
think of it in
minutes.
like
So
shorter segments too, of like, all right, just 25 minutes, like little segments, rather than like it's
plus
another way to
sometimes
break down the race.
maybe you won't hear the beep. Maybe because sometimes when it's you know
I was
how
missing mine.
on the navigation when it'll beep at you when to turn, like what if it goes off at the, you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
you think, oh, it's just a navigation. Boom, you missed it.
Yeah.
So that's what I like to
yeah,
do.
dude, I like that. I
To
never
each
even
his
thought of
own
that.
though.
It's good. It's a good tip.
And then if you do want to take the watch off, you have
Yeah.
Yeah.
time so you can see. So yeah, that was my first loop.
Yeah. Mine was chill. As was my boy Connor Foley from. I met him out at Mogollon. I was all positive. I had a great time with him, and I was like, see, I was like, this is what I'm normally like. Not. I don't normally act like how I was at
Not swinging your poles at
Mogollon.
shit.
What?
Not swinging your poles at
Wait,
trees and
Yeah.
the first time or the second time?
Second, I don't think you met. Well, I guess I was pissed both times, but but like, no, Connor's a homie. But yeah, we no, we just chatted for the first stretch to the first aid, hung out, and yeah, no, we had good time hanging out. We were looking at the tracker. He was going through and reading off the names. I was like, don't tell us where we are, but like if you're just looking, tell me who's in. So he started going like Rachel. He started like naming, and I think Tyler was like in second at the time. And I was like, oh my gosh, he's flying. Uh,
Yeah, what happened to him?
nah, I think he didn't finish.
No, I know he DNF'd. I
Unfortunately,
was just seeing
it's a
if you
bummer, but
knew.
like, yeah, I do. I think I don't know. I haven't talked to him, but I'm curious what went wrong or what happened. But he ripped.
He went out way too fast. I can guarantee you that's what happened.
Yeah, probably.
Same thing at Mogium, but he didn't DNF.
Yeah, but he still went under 24 at Mogollon, which is
I know, but I'm saying like he still went out
too hot.
hot at
Yeah, yeah.
Mogium.
No, hey, again, I'll go to my whole pacing point at the end of this, but yes. Um, yeah, so then, but yeah, dude, no, it was just funny. He was reading where everyone was, and it was nice to, I don't know, we were just talking and keeping our mind off of things, and yeah, he was flying. And in my head, this is what's funny too. This is notable. In my head, I go, oh my gosh, those guys are flying. Like, I'm not even gonna be anywhere near them in my head, which is literally what I thought. And I kind of said that. Like, I was like in my head, I was like going into the race. I was like, oh, maybe I could be in the top 10 or top
Yeah,
five. And I was like, oh, well, I'm never gonna be anywhere near that.
yeah,
They're
they're long
freaking
gone.
flying. And it was kind of funny to think that earlier on, but yeah. So they were flying like way ahead of us. At that point, I don't know how far, but they were far ahead. And then we checked on you. I was like, oh my gosh, you hit a split, or you hit like your 50K split when we were checking. So I was stoked. And then I was cruising, and it was nice. I just kept running into people. I ran into Daniel. I was shouting at him. With this bright green shirt. He was super easy to spot, but it was super fun. We ran for like maybe 5-10 miles together, and then this is the other thing that was pretty funny on the loop is I'm like going down. So I kind of left Daniel. We like split for a bit, uh, and I'm running, and this guy like looked back at me and like ran, like didn't want me to pass him, and ate shit. And I was like, oh, I feel so bad. I was like, I'm sorry, dude. I was like, you good? He like got up. He's all good, shaking off. And in my head, I'm like, why the fuck are you trying to race me right now? I was like, dude, it's like mile high 30s maybe. Yeah, it was probably like 38 or something right before the last aid. And then I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? And like, I don't know. I was probably my guess was I was in top 20. I don't know, but like, what are you doing, dude? You just ate shit for no reason, trying to like run away from me. I was like so confused. Um, I just cruised into the aid and got in and out, and I don't know if I saw you there at that one. I think I saw you at the next one.
I think I only saw
Oh,
you.
you were running, dude. I definitely did not see you.
The only time I saw you was that when I was coming into the finish.
Yeah, and when you're yeah. So I saw you. You're right. You're right. I thought you were done. You weren't done yet. So then I came, saw you. I think I saw Christian at the 8. That's what I saw. I think I don't remember. Whatever.
Yeah,
I think
you
I saw
probably
Rob
saw
and
them.
Olivia too, which was super cool. And then yeah, and that was oh, this is what else is funny. This is the one other thing is I was talking to Cade at this time. This is when I started getting really hot. I saw Zarek. I came out the aid, and then I look up. I go, Zarek? I'm like, what are you doing, bro? And he's walking, and I'm like, Zarek, bro, you went out so hot, man. But he was cruising along. I mean, he's still in a good position, making good time, and like I don't know, he just did a 300 miler. I don't know how he's even walking, but like so I was stoked.
Yeah.
But then I called Cade, and this is when I started hurting. Actually, I keep jumping around. This is when I started hurting because I remember Katie was calling me or something. We were talking for a minute on the phone, and I was like, I was trying like just listening and letting her talk, and I would just say like one word answer. I was like, I can listen, but I can't talk. Like, I don't remember why, but I remember not wanting to say anything. Like, it was like I was just really hot. I was overheating, dude. I kept trying to like conserve my water, but then also like splash myself with my soft flask water.
Did
Um,
you have ice bandana?
yeah, no, dude, this was the other thing. The aid stations wouldn't give me fucking ice. I don't know about you. I would go, okay, I would like get ready, and they go, you have to use that ice, and it's just a bucket of water.
Yeah, exactly. It was
What the fuck,
stupid.
dude? That made me so. I'm not okay. Why, dude? Like, it's a hot desert race. Like, let me. You should have ice, dude. Like, sorry, I love the volunteers and whatever, but like, dude, I paid so much for this race.
Oh yeah.
Give me ice, dude. That's all I want is ice and some gel.
Damn, Christian and Braxton had it too. I wish you would
Oh, and
have
I think
known,
Christian
cause
was
that,
there still.
yeah, cause that's where
Oh
I was
wait, no,
getting my
Christian was
shit
with
from.
you, dude. I don't know when. No, because Christian was behind. Yes, that's why I saw Christian because I came in before you to the aid. Like you were behind me on the course. Um, and then, dude, yeah, because I was so hot, dude, and that's when I was overheating. I was running, I was just running, and I was so hot. I just remember, that's the only thing that went wrong is being really hot, and just my whole face and like body was just like, I was just like couldn't cool down. But then I called Cade, um, for a bit, and he's like, dude, the speed goat's up ahead of you. So you gotta catch the goat. And I was like, hell yeah, dude, catch the goat. And then I was like, thanks for calling. We just chatted for a minute, and then Mike, Cade's dad goes, catch the goat. And I'm like, hell yeah. And I saw him, that hill. He definitely had a rough day, dude, because he was just walking. And I was like, that's it. I was like, that can't be Carl. I was like, what's he doing walking? So then I passed him, and I was like, I want to be like you when I grow up, Carl. Oh man, or some shit, and then I just cruised on by. But it was cool to see him. I mean,
Oh yeah.
like he's like one of the like top people that I've taken advice, inspiration from is like what his methods are. Um, just a lot of the shit that he says is like so helpful. Dude, like blinking it will be over is like my favorite thing. I used that so much during that race. I was like, just blinking it'll be over, and it was done, dude. So short, dude. Like it's not literally, dude. It's not that far, and I'm gonna back him up on that. Like that was not very long. It's not that far. Like you're in pain for what? Like you know what I mean?
15
Like
hours.
if you think like that, dude, that race flew by. Like
Yeah.
if you just like so like I really appreciate that. And the just like slow jog better than no jog. Aid station efficiency, that type of shit that he always says, dude. Like, oh my gosh, it's so good. It's all so true. Um, whatever. Okay, long spiel,
What
but
What was it like? Kind of like both of you kind of had some studs in the race, like old heads, old legends in your race. What was it like passing both of them? Like, were you able to think about it at all? Of like,
Oh, I was stoked. Yeah, 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 dude. Because Carl's like, dude,
yeah,
that's like one of my like.
yeah. I mean, we
He
should
was like
say Carl, he's all-time winner, I believe, right? Of ultras, and
51, I
then
think.
Jeff Browning
Well,
is second with like 32.
percent.
So literally, like the two goats of the sport. Those records will never be touched. I mean,
No.
maybe by Tyndale
Yeah.
in 2050,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
but yeah, dude,
I
it was
haven't
cool
even
just
won a hundred
looking.
miler yet.
Oh, it's coming, China.
Yeah. It's coming.
Yeah,
China,
it was
baby.
cool just looking at the tracker, and dude, it
Yeah.
got me hype with just knowing that you're right behind Jeff Browning, and also there's so
I
many
know.
pictures and videos of you with
That
him,
was
and
I'm
dope.
then yeah, dude, there's some studs out there. It's got to be pretty cool to race against them.
I'm still waiting for them to drop I'm gonna buy the photos this time. I normally
Dude, yeah,
I'll
where are
buy
the
like
photos
one.
Dude,
dropping?
I looked today
Check
too.
that. I've been checking. They're the
Yeah,
one time I'm gonna buy photos too,
Yeah.
and it's
because there's some cool West. That guy was out shooting Western States too, and
oh
he
yeah,
got
he's a
some cool
homie. Yeah,
ones that
yeah,
I want to
Really?
I like him.
buy. Jesse, yeah.
Yeah,
That one
no,
that
no,
they
Um,
posted during the race of you and Jeff is pretty sweet. Even
yeah, that's the one I want.
that one pre-race is cool.
get it up.
Yeah.
Dude, actually, did
So,
you see there's a video of it's like I don't know what, like six dudes right on the start line. It's like you, Jeff, and the other guys, whatever. But it's a video of Jeff and
Get it
the
up.
guy right next to him is pulls out his like selfie stick thing. And there's like a couple other guys right at the start pull out the little selfie stick to run with, and he just puts his head down and like shakes his
Oh,
head.
that was
What
Carl.
the fuck?
Yeah, that was
Was it
Jake's
Carl? I
video.
thought it was. No, there's one of Jeff Browning. 100% it was Jeff Browning. There must have been.
I think Jeff runs with one of those though. I don't
Does
think
he?
Jeff would have the same
Dude,
reaction. That's 100%
not
Carl.
during a
it was a
race
hundred
though.
percent him though because it was the dude like extended the stick right past his head, and he just was like puts his head down and
Oh,
shakes his head.
maybe, but the one that I'm thinking of was 100% Carl. Because
Yeah,
Carl fucking, I could never imagine him. I feel like he's the most core ultra runner ever.
yeah.
Yeah,
Funny.
dude. Good times.
But yeah,
But yeah, it was definitely sick, sharing the course with
yeah,
some beasts out there.
Oh
It's
yeah.
cool, man. So, yeah, I guess did you finish yours going into the aid station or
all you man. Last
that
loop,
was,
let's hear it.
so last loop, um I kind of was already falling behind like what I wanted to hit because I needed to hit
Boo hoo, Mr.
like
Course Run. I'm just
sub sub 410
had to say
for
it.
if I wanted to stay on uh like 620 or no 640 pace for my 50 mile. So I was like, I'm just gonna stay steady, like keep going. And then like I said, I had started my timer at the top of the descent and I'm coming down. Uh I refill my ice bandit. Dude, best ice to use in a race is the crushed ice.
Yeah, I wish I
It's
would have
it's so
known.
much better. Not the freaking like whole big like
Yeah.
the crushed ice.
You know what's
So
better
I get
than
a full what?
anything's better than fucking water.
So I get a full ice bandana and it's the crushed ice and it cuz it like forms to your neck
Oh yeah.
I could see it.
and I was just
Yeah.
like, dude, this is
Yeah, nice.
amazing. So then I pick up
Speaking of
Braxton, my pacer. Braxton, shout out Braxton, my son. He's gonna be a
dude,
beast ultra runner, like
100%.
when he gets out
I
there.
see that in college.
Yeah, dude. So we take off, and he's like, "You still trying to stay like 8 flat, sub 8?" And I was like, I didn't really say anything at that point because I was hurting pretty bad, and but I still wanted to get pushed. So I just kind of like stayed quiet, and I was just like, just go. um, So that's when I had popped my first Excedrin because I knew I was gonna have to push.
Did you take a half or did you
So
do a full?
nah, I needed a full
Yeah.
because I thought about it. I was like, I kind of want to do a half.
PEDs.
I needed the full.
Yeah. There's no
So I
time to
took the full.
experiment.
Nah. So I took the full and we're going up the climbs, and second place comes by. I look down at my watch. There's 14 minutes between him and I. So I'm like, okay, that's some good time that I have to kill if anything bad happens. And then we get to the top and we start going down, and Jeff's coming up. I look down. I got 16 minutes on him. I'm like, okay, this is good. Me and Braxton just start freaking ripping, dude. And we're talking for a little bit, and then it just gets to a point where it's like, okay, like you just need to stare at his shoes and go. So like I think he did a good job, especially since he's never paced before, because it was like, or let alone really run on trails. Like it was almost like every time like I was about to catch him, he would like open up a gap more, and then like I would catch up, and then it would just open, and it was just like that the whole way. Um, and he's just like constantly asking me like, "Is this fine? Is this fine?" I'm just go, dude. Like just go. Um, so at that point, I'm feeling like a god because like the
Yes,
Excedrin
I do.
kicked in, and I feel nothing. Like legs feel fresh. I'm like, dude, let's go. So we hit the aid station. I grabbed my three never seconds, and I think he was like refilling a flask. He was getting something, and he's like, just go. And I take off on that downhill, and I start freaking bombing it. And he's like looking down at his watch. And he's like, dude, you know we just ran a 7:30 mile on that last one. He's like, you want to slow down? I'm like, no, because I need to bank some time for the next section. So we just freaking rip that downhill, blow through the next aid station, and he rolled his ankle. Like, and he's a track cross country, road runner, not really out on the trails that much. So it's like you roll your ankle out there, it's gonna be bad. Like, especially since it's because I probably rolled my ankle like 15 times
Watched you.
on the yeah um on that first loop. So I saw him roll it, and I was like, ooh, I was like, are you good, dude? And he's like, oh, that hurts so bad. And he's like, dude, this hurts so bad. He's like, I'm starting to like tear up a little bit. I'm like, dude, it's okay. I'm like, just give me six more. Like, because at that point, I think we were like six out because we were like getting almost at the area where you enter into the mountains. I was like, just give me six more. I'm like, that's it. He's like, I'm gonna give you all I got. I'm like, that's all I need. And then we start running, and then I catch up to him, and then I look over at him. I'm like, dude, just walk it back in. Like at that point, I was in a good headspace.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm good, dude. I'm like, don't even sweat it. So I just take off, and I'm like coming up to the 50-mile mark, and I at this point I'm already like 20 minutes off my what I wanted to hit. So I'm like, okay, I want to hit sub 7 50 mile. That's always been what I wanted to do. I've always wanted to run a sub
You
7.
never ran.
I've never ran sub
Is
7.
this sub 7? You're getting
Let me get to it. So, of course, 50 miles has to be in the toughest freaking part of the race.
Yep.
It's like, technical, there's those exactly. So I'm coming in and I'm like, come on, even if it's like 6:59, I would be happy. Seven
701.
flat, like something, seven flat, like
Oh, what?
20 or something
Oh,
like that.
no.
I was like, are you kidding me, bro? But like, still 50-mile PR by
Wow.
6 minutes, so that was huge. Um, Still feeling pretty good. That last climb, like, really kicked my ass. Um, Going up before you drop the horse thief.
Yeah.
Boom, I'm coming in, like got my legs somewhat back, rolling down those hills, and then I see, the aid station and stuff, and then I'm like, I'm about to pick up Christian again, my last pacer. So I'm like, okay, cool, like just make it there, and then you could just chase him or whatever. So then I take two more Excedrin because I'm like, I want to just like not feel anything for the last, which it worked, bro.
Really?
It like yeah, the double stacking, that's what you have to do.
Yeah.
Cause like I didn't feel a thing. Pick him up, we take off, and we're just running, and he's like, dude, Jeff Browning dropped. And I was kind of bummed, dude. I was
So
like,
was
dang
I.
it, man. Like I wanted Bronco, man. Like
I know.
What about the state?
I wanted Bronco to get released from the stable. I wanted to see what that was like. I wanted to race freaking Bronco, man. You know what I mean? Like, so I was like, dang it, dude. Like, I was bummed. And he's like, dude, you have a huge gap over second. He's like, this is just gonna be you chasing course record at this point. He's like, are you still going for it? I was like, let's see what I got. Like, I'm not gonna, because at that point it's like, yeah, I was still in course record, territory, but it's like, is it really worth it putting in a massive surge to try and get what maybe cut 10 mi- 10
Oh, I
minutes
agree.
if that, like to put myself in a hole when I have an hour over second place. So I'm like, I'm just gonna stay steady. We'll just go for it. Um, and Christian was kind of up front for the bit, and then we tried to go live on Instagram for
Oh, he was like
Ovando.
the lead.
Really?
I saw him.
I gave him my phone and I was like, go live on Instagram right now. And he
That'd
is
been
like,
sick.
so apparently you have to have 1,000 followers and you have to have the account set up under business
Oh,
Oh,
I didn't know
really?
that.
is what he said because he was just messing with the phone the whole time.
I
If you
know.
set it up for business, it doesn't let you use good music. That's why I didn't do it as
Oh, I didn't know
business.
that.
Yeah. I know it's fun
Nah,
now.
dude, don't change
I'm
it.
not
But it's
gonna,
like
but
it's just dumb.
yeah.
Like
Whatever.
That would have
it's
been cool
so
though.
stupid.
I would have been locked in. It probably would have been me
That would
and
have been
my
locked
dad
in.
and Jeff or something watching you finish, but
It would have been cool
oh
though, huh?
yeah, for sure. It would have
Yeah.
been funny.
So um, I told him, and then at that point I was in front, and then maybe after about he tried for probably like an 45 minutes.
Really?
Jeff.
And then
Oh,
he was just like,
Christian.
yeah, this is not gonna happen. I'm like, all right, like whatever, just hold the phone. So final like push, and at that point I was like, all right, dude, like this is gonna get course record. I just want to go under 9. So I start pushing up the hill, pushing up the hill, and then I just like let loose on the last downhill. Come through. So I think I saw. When did I see you?
On the last uphill.
Yeah, so I saw you there, and then I saw Zarek too at the base of the hill. Yeah, I saw both of you guys, and yeah, came through, crossed the line in 8:57 something. So, and then I got
Course
this.
Dude,
record.
yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah, that's sick.
Dude, I'm so stoked for you. I had no question that you were gonna do that, dude. Your training was so dialed, and you were mentally so
Thank you,
ready.
dude.
No, there was no question there. That was awesome.
Thank you. Appreciate
Yeah, dude, it was
it.
so sick.
It was
I
fun. It
was
was
so
fun to
hyped
see.
for you.
It was cool. It was cool to have like you in a different distance too, like seeing it go down and all that. And I don't know. It was fun.
Oh yeah. All right, let's hear the rest of yours.
All right, trying to read his theory. So I picked up my okay. So 47. I'm at 47 now. I get my night clothes, which was a mistake. My pack was so heavy because I threw so much shit in there, dude. I threw like Houdini, and then I threw a thick shirt. I threw gloves. I threw just so much shit in there. Um, and my pack was just fucking heavy, you know. And then that took a little bit, get it set up. But then I get out, and and I saw Carl pretty far behind when I was up on the hill. I was like, okay, I did. At least I was efficient enough to get ahead of, that Carl and I came to the 8 at like the same time. I was like, if I can move about as good as him, I'm doing something right just because he's really fucking efficient. Even if he's having a bad day, he's efficient. But whatever. I was still overheating so much, dude. I just could not cool down. So I get to the first aid. I'm running maybe a minute per mile slower on this section than I did on the lap 3, like the first one on the big loop. And then get to the 8, and I'm like, fuck, dude. I take my pack off there on the ground, and I'm like, I need water, like just water on my head. I'm like, I look like shit, dude. Like I was bad, and I know I look like shit. I'll explain later, but I'm like, I need water, dude. Just dunk me. I don't care. Um, and then the Lake Sonoma, Shadow Lake Sonoma, those guys were so awesome. They were like, he's like, just take a bunch of salt. So I took a ton of salt, chugged 2 glasses of Mountain Dew. Um, and then he's like, just walk out of here, sip some water, you're gonna be good, dude. So then, and this was the only low of my race, was that 5 mile stretch, the shitty stretch from the split. That was the only bad part. That was by far the worst part of the race. I was like, I'm fucked. I told the guys there that I was like, I don't know how to do this. Like, this is bad, dude. And then I take like the salt pills. I put a ton in my vest. And I'm like, okay, I just kind of walked out there I walked out for 30 seconds, and then I'm back to running. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I just needed more salt. Like, I just needed more salt, and I needed a bunch of water to cool me down. Because I was, like, shivering, like, at that point from, like, the ice. Like, I was cooled down from, it helped. So then, and then I'm like, okay, we're good, dude. Like, we're good. I just needed to fix that. And then I got next aid, I think I ate a little bit and set it up to Will and bounced. Like it was quick and cruised.
Willie Bones.
Willie Bones, the homie, dude. Oh, such a boy, dude. Yeah, it's so much fun. Just like,
I met that fucker at Cocodona.
oh, yeah, you meant like,
Oh, hold on, side tangent. Let me
yeah,
tell a funny story about. Sorry, Jake.
yeah, please do.
This is
No,
a
no, no.
funny story. All right, so the way I met freaking Will
Yeah,
was I can't remember what aid station it was. It was gosh. Uh I can't remember what it was, but anyways, so Jose comes in to the aid station, and this was like one of those no pacer zones. And his whole plan was, I'm gonna take a 3 hour nap at this aid station.
yeah,
I was like, okay, sick. Like, that's cool. So we see him come in, and he's like, actually, bro, he's like, we're just gonna keep it rolling. Like, I'm not gonna take a break. I'm like, okay, cool. So I start getting all my stuff ready, and I'm like, I'm gonna go wait by the campfire. He's like, yeah, 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 I'll be there in a sec. I'm like, okay, cool. So I got all my stuff. It's starting to get cold.
yeah,
And, I noticed like 10 minutes go by, look over, like he's still out there. I start talking to a bunch of people around the campfire. I look down at my watch, like 30 minutes go by, look over. He's not outside anymore. He went in the car. I'm assuming to take a nap.
hmm
And I was like, oh, great. I'm like, he probably went back to his original plan.
yeah,
So I'm like, all right, like I don't have no idea how long this fool is gonna be in there. So I start getting all my cold clothes out, wrapping myself up, and like trying to stay
yeah.
warm. And I'm like still freezing, dude. Look down, it's been like hour. I'm like, oh shit, this is gonna be a while. And I didn't want to go over to the car because like
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing in there, you know what I mean? Like yeah. So I didn't want to disturb anything. So I'm like, I'm just gonna
Well,
chill here. So um Will's runner comes through, and his
yeah.
truck's like kind of by the campfire. And I get up and I'm like, oh shoot, that's that. Jose knows that dude because they were both speed lane guys.
Who's his
I'm
runner?
like, Oh my
Oh, it
gosh,
was
I can't.
Adam, right?
Adam, that's it.
Yeah.
Yep. So Adam comes through and I go over, I start bullshitting with him and stuff, and I get to know him. And I'm like, dude, can I sit in your car because I'm freezing my ass off? He's
Yeah.
like, dude, of course. Like, we go in there, blast the heater,
Yeah,
and we both full on like pass out for
yeah.
like 2 hours. Heater on, car still running. This guy hasn't slept since the start of the race. So he's like, he needed to sleep.
Yeah.
So I just so happened to wake up and I look outside and I see Jose like getting ready to
Yeah.
go. I was like, perfect timing. And I look over and I'm like, Will, this fool's freaking knocked out.
Yeah.
I'm like, Will. Finally, I give him like a nudge. I'm like, Will, this dude like he wakes up, he freaks out, and he's like staring at me like, dude, who are you, bro? And I was like, dude, it's Tim. Like, remember, like I met you when Adam came in. He's like, I'm like, thank you for letting me stay with you, bro. I appreciate it. You saved my ass. And he's like, yeah, like no problem. He's like, I needed to sleep, bro. And I was like, all right, I'll catch you at the next aid station. So that was how I met Will.
Yeah.
He's a character.
Dude, he is. Yeah, yeah. I really, yeah. He's a good dude.
Cool dude.
I had fun.
That's
I had
funny.
fun
So
chatting
sorry
about
to
it.
cut you off on that. I had to tell
No,
that
dude,
No,
story
that's
yeah,
though.
yeah,
so
that's
funny.
funny.
I didn't even know that. That's hilarious. Yeah. Nah, he was just shooting the shit with me every time I come through, so he was fun. Um, that's hella funny, Tim. Did you talk to him about it after?
At the next aid stations, yeah, we
Oh, you did.
exchange like information and
Oh,
stuff.
okay. I
So
got you. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, that's funny, dude. Well, yeah, dude. So I cruised. I don't think anything really happened. This is when or I guess I already was passing a lot of the 100 milers, 100Kers. Just like everyone was on the course. There was just a ton of people. So I was like looping people. So I didn't know where anyone was. But yeah, I think at this point, I think my mom texted me and she's like, "You're an eighth or something like that, or nine." I don't know. I was like, "Okay, cool." It didn't really phase me. I was like, "I probably won't hold on to this for long." It wasn't like having a negative mentality. I just was like, whatever. But no one passed me. I don't think anyone passed me the entire race. Not a single person.
Dude,
Um,
that's how my race went too, and that's how when I was like, dude, you just start slow and just keep passing and just get a boost every time. I don't think I got
every
past the whole
time.
time either. It was, I don't
Yeah,
know. It's a good strategy, I think.
pretty nice.
I don't know.
One guy was trying to not let me pass, but and then yeah, so then I was like, I don't know, I was in eighth or whatever. I didn't really do the math on who was in front, and then I got into the aid where I saw you, and I was already feeling better from the heat. I was like, okay, heat's gone, we're good. I was still kind of hot, dude, and it was already night at this point. The sun went down on that 8 mile stretch or whatever, sometime in there. I tossed on my headlamp, but I yeah, I just ran down. And then I saw you and Christian. I called you and I was like, any shot Christian wants to hop in for a couple miles. I was like, I could use him to
no,
keep my mind off of things. And you're like, yeah, fuck it, dude. Like Christian's down, dude. Seven. I was like, cool. So I thought he was just gonna come for the
no.
seven.
So
Yeah.
funny thing. So we were literally, um, we were going to get in and out. Me, Braxton, and Christian. We're like 5 minutes away, but like it was if we would have gotten in and out, we would have missed you.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, yeah.
We're
Uh-huh.
like 5 minutes away, and Braxton's following us, and then you call us, and I look over at Christian, and I'm like, "This is your call." He's like, "Let's go." I
Thank.
called Braxton, and I was like, "Yo, we gotta go, dude. Like Jake needs a
I didn't
pacer."
know
He's like,
that.
"Yeah,
Oh,
just go." No, I was just telling you, it's funny though. So
the
we were literally driving. I just flip a bitch, and like I start mobbing back. And then
you
me and
guys are
Christian were
awesome.
just like, I was like, dude, like, do you need me to go back to headquarters or anything to get? He's like, no, 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 like, I got everything, like, whatever. So, and it was like perfect. We had just pulled up, and think, I think Olivia was there too.
Yes, they
We
were.
had just pulled up, and like we were talking to Olivia, and then like within 5 7 minutes you
Oh,
ran in.
that's
So
why.
it was
Oh,
like perfect
perfect.
timing.
'Cause I
So
didn't
yeah.
mean I thought Christian was only gonna run the 7 mile stretch. That's why I was like, oh, just or else I would have told you just meet me at the main place. Because I was like, yeah, just hop in for 7 miles. Fuck it. Like it'll be cool just to have someone for a bit. But dude, yeah, so thank you guys. But I came in and I was like, we gotta go. I was like, help me, dude. I was like, please. Like I wasn't trying to be rude, but I'm like, these aid station people, nicest people, but some of them were not. There was just no assistance. But I was like, dude, I gotta go. So I just wanted to be in and out, within like a 30 seconds. So I hopped in and out and you're like, oh, Jake's right there. I'm like, oh, cool, dude. We'll see. So I was running, and then as I was running out of the aid station, I looked at the dude's bib, and I knew he was in front of me. I was like, oh, what the fuck? That means that's the next guy. And I started doing the math because I think someone told me or you told me that there was two females that had two. So I was like, so it made me what, sixth male, I think, or whatever.
Yeah.
So then I passed him. I was like, fuck, and he tried to run with me. He was not letting me go. I go, you're not holding on, dude, because he was hurting. He was like walking, and then he started running after me. Like, well, we're gonna have to drop him. So we just hauled ass for a mile and a half till he got out of sight. I was, kind of hiding. I was like, don't look back with your headlamp, but look back. Um, he was chasing. He's like, okay, I think we're making time. Um, I was like, fuck. Well, I guess it's a race now. And then that's when I started being like, okay. And then another 3 miles, I saw Jake. I was like, what up, dude? I'm chatting for a bit about Mammoth. I was like, I'm not letting him do what he did to Luca and me. I didn't know that he was like hurting at the. I think that was like right when he started really hurting. Or maybe this is what caused him. I could be wrong, but so I was like, okay. I was like,
You broke
nope,
him?
bro. I ripped, like ripped, dude. You can look at my Strava. I don't know what it was, but it probably wasn't as fast as I thought. But you can ask Christian, dude. I just took off. I was like, I'm not letting him do what he did to Luca and I. So I was like, nice seeing you, Jake, and just hauled, dude, for like a mile or two. And I was like, hey, Christian, like, and I was like trying to like cover my light because I had a waistline and like look back and make sure he wasn't there because he was running with us. He was trying to not let me pass. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, okay, we're in fourth mile now. I was like, let's just keep pushing. Um, I was like, okay, I need to get in and out of this last aid station like quick. Which in retrospect, I should have dumped all my night shit, dude, because I had like, dude, pounds of night gear that I did not need just on my back. Um, I know it's not a ton, but it was enough that it was like I should have just fucking dumped it. I was overheating, like it's just extra weight that I don't need for a marathon. So then whatever,
Yeah.
I get in and out, I fill up my bottles and just run. And then I'm like okay, we just got to catch Greg. Can I catch him? Is he close? I was like, I don't know. And then I saw him right as I was leaving. I was like, there's Greg, dude. There's third. Cool. Third male or whatever. So then I just got up to him, said what up, and then hauled from Christian. Oh, Christian too. Christian's like, he's like, well, I'm coming. I was like, you don't have to, dude. Like, I'm fine. But like, if you want to, and he's like, dude, I'm gonna come. I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, dude, 100%. Like, I'd love to have you. So he so awesome, dude. You two, oh my gosh, couldn't have done it without you. Not even a shot. So then I run away. I talked to Greg for a minute, and he's like, I'm hurting, dude, or whatever. He's like, okay. He's like, go ahead. I was like, okay, here we go. And then I just started running, and yeah, I just kind of ran my thing. I didn't want to um I didn't want to be stupid. I didn't run like I didn't really pick it up too much. I was just kind of like running, and I would walk some of the uphills. I'd do like kind of a little walk for 30, maybe 15 seconds, and then run. But I was still running, most of the ups. I'm running mostly everything, I would say, and then I get into the aid. I'm like, where second is, and they're like, I don't know, and then go to Will, and then I run to the next aid. Hey, where's second? And then Will's like, oh, Jill, second female, right there. You'll catch her. I'm like, okay, but where's second male? I didn't know who it was, but at the time, and then he's like, oh, he's like way ahead, dude. You're not. He's like, he's probably gone, dude. I was like, okay, fuck it. So then I was just kind of running, and Christian's like, just keep it chill. Let's just keep it chill. Like, don't give up your lead on third by being stupid. Like, we're just gonna cruise. Which was fine. But then and then it got to the point where it got all chunky, and I saw Jill, second female, I just said, "What up?" And I was like, "Can I pass?" And then that's when I just said, "Fuck it." I wasn't even trying to like drop her, but I was feeling good, and I was like, "Okay, there's no holding back." I was like, "There's like 12 miles, 10 miles." It's like I'm just fucking going for it now. What? There's no reason to chill at this point. I was like, I'm not gonna blow up now. My legs are fine. They haven't felt any worse in the last 60 miles. Why? Like, fuck it. So I just started running. um, she was like, "What the fuck?" I didn't expect that because I just love the downhill, dude. I was ripping down all the the rocky shit from that section. I was hauling, dude.
Yeah.
Not hauling, but I was for being a mile 90. I was moving pretty good. Yeah, and I was just having a blast, dude. But yeah, I just run my way to the last eight, and then Christian held back. I think he just cruised it in. I don't think he wanted to run quick at night, but so I got to the eight, and I just was like, no, like I was like, I need what? I was like, water in this, and they're like, what? They just looked at me, and I was like, thanks for being
So
honest.
I watched you because they closed the gate. I was coming in to crew you. I was watching you from the road.
Did you see what happened?
I saw you. Yeah, you were
I,
there for like a bit. I
I
was
was
like, dude,
not trying to be a
I
dick. I dropped my flask on the ground. There's all this dirt, and it wouldn't close because I had to carry the
because
flask and the coke, and bro, that was not my fault. Like
because
I was
here's the
being,
thing. I was coming in. I was gonna
you
crew
were gonna
you,
help. Yeah.
but I couldn't get over or under the barbed wire fence.
No, no, no. You're good. You're good.
Like I
No,
tried and I was like, dude, I can't, I can't,
but
man.
like
Like,
it wouldn't even pour my water, and I was just like, obviously I'm in a rush. Like I was very clear that I was urgent. I wasn't trying to be rude, but like I'm grateful they were there. But like you saw how long I was in there for. I wasn't tripping. Like it was a couple minutes. It was not
I want to say like 3 minutes,
3 minutes.
3.5.
And what you were about to get is gonna piss me off more. But what I'm about to say. So I leave. Okay, so I leave the aid station with a flask that's like spewing whatever. I would have not stopped if I knew what I'm about to say. I wouldn't have stopped. So I leave. I'm running, and I was just like, I wasn't angry, but I was like, what the fuck? But then so I'm just like kind of run walking the hills. I'm not like trying to go crazy, but I'm still I mean, I'm running a good chunk. I think it was probably like everything until the last few miles were like 12, 11 minute miles. So it wasn't slow, but it wasn't like I definitely could have pushed more. And then just kind of cruising because it was like I did the math on my watch, and I was like, I have to go. Like, I was like, even if I do 15-minute miles, I'm going under like 1945, I think, from here. And that's estimating it being, an extra few miles over 100. I did the math. I was like, oh, I was like, dude, there's no point. And like, I don't care if I'm 1940, 1920. Like, I
You're
don't,
just trying to beat kids, huh?
I was gonna say
it's just that
like
1945, my math
1946.
worked out. What were you?
I was 1945, I think.
Oh, that's funny, dude. No, it's just my math worked out to be for. I was like, even if I do
Oh,
15 minute miles, I'm.
sure.
I was like, I'm under nine. I was like, I'm not even close to. I was like, I will go under 20. Like, there's nothing now that
Oh
will
yeah.
make me unless I like fucking have to walk. Even if I walk, I'm gonna be under 20. So I was like, there's no point in me pushing that hard. And then I called Tim because I thought I saw fucking Daniel's bright green shirt behind me at mile 99, I think, or something like that. Like I was right near the finish. And I'm like, Tim, like, do I need to rip or what? And he's like, how far back's third? And he's or third or fourth or what, fifth, whatever. So I call, and he's like 8 minutes, and I'm like, that's him then, dude. That's him. And Tim's like, no, 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 the guy in front of you. And then I'm like, wait, no, I was like, wait, real quick, how far is the guy behind? You're like an hour or some shit or 50
It's
minutes.
like 45 minutes, dude.
And I'm like, you're telling me that the guy in front of me is 8 minutes ahead of me. And now, like, and then I'm like, bye. I'm going for a bye. And then I just started hauling, dude. I like did not care. And I was yelling at every person that came by. I was like, where's second? I was like, where's second? They're like, I don't know. I'm like, someone not running through. So I get to the finish, whatever. I finish. I got up the hill and I go, okay, he's not there. Like, fuck it. So I cruised in 9 minutes or 8 minutes ahead of me, bro.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
here's the thing, he fucking knew. He knew because I saw him in the morning. He's a homie, Braden, beast, dude. Um, but in the morning, I talked. He goes, "Dude, I was freaking out, bro. I knew you were 8 minutes back because I put so much time on him over that section. Because that's why Will was like, he's too far ahead, dude. Apparently, I just put like, dude, I closed like an hour gap or something on him, and like, and he was like, this guy's coming for me. I was like, no, I'm just trying to go under 20. Like, I didn't even know that you were there. I don't want to say like you know you don't know. At least it would have been a sprint finish if I knew. I would have blown the aid
oh
station
yeah.
3 minutes right there, and I would have fucking ran instead of walking the hills. Like,
Damn
bro,
it.
like
Dude, I don't even remember that conversation when you called me.
you were asleep.
So like,
I felt
oh,
bad when I
okay,
called you.
that's
I was like, I'm so sorry to wake you up, Tim, but I gotta know. I was like, you need to tell me right now how far, because I thought I was about to get caught. And I was like, I'm not getting fucking caught at mile 100 again by another guy named Greg, dude. My other homie Greg was the one that caught me at County 2, and I go, I'm not getting caught, with a mile left by another fucking Greg, bro. So I was like, it's just not happening. But yeah, dude, like, what the fuck? Like, it's just crazy to me. Like, I had no clue that this guy's right there, and I'm like scaring his ass. But like, that's why that aid station pissed me off. Nothing's wrong. Nothing, like, I'm grateful they were there, but like, dude, like, it's like one of those things where you look back and like, I'm still grateful. I had a great race. Like, I'm happy, but like,
Yeah. Dude, when you come in with like your bottles ready to go and like you're looking like you want to make this quick and they're slow, it's like,
they
oh,
weren't slow. They wouldn't
or
help
yeah,
me,
yeah,
dude.
whatever.
It was like,
That's so frustrating.
yeah.
it's probably a bunch of roadies or some shit.
And I'm grateful again. I'm not trying to act like I'm grateful they're there. Yeah. So yeah, I think 1936, 1937 was
Yeah,
my final
36.
time. So I'm glad PR for me under 24.
How does that feel,
I'm glad.
Tim?
What?
Having the
Yeah,
slowest
you're gonna
100
beat
mile
what?
time. Me
I
and
don't know if Tim's gonna beat it for a while. Then, to be honest,
yeah,
like
I
what
know.
race we do that's
If I
gonna.
don't do anything,
That's what I'm
because
saying.
this is also what I was gonna bring up too at the end. I feel like I could have held that pace that I was running at in that 100K for
For 100,
another. Nah, I think it would have fell off at like 90. But I think I could have gone like another 25
which
more at
means you
that.
probably would have broke 16.
Yeah.
I
That's
would,
what me and Jake
because
were
I
talking
hit
about. We are like,
100K at
dude, he might have been like,
like
if you
12
did the
miles.
100, you'd be like right there with Rachel. That'd be sick.
Oh yeah, no question.
I think I would have beat her.
Hell yeah. Dude,
Ooh, call her out.
me,
She'd like that if you're talking shit to her.
me and
She's
Jake were
very shit.
talking about how we got to start talking shit to you now because, dude,
Oh
immediately
yeah,
right after
that's
Jake
so funny.
finishes his 100 mile in the video, it's you going, dude, finally under or sub 24. Like 10 seconds after he finishes.
It's the
We're
only
like,
thing
dude,
I
we
can
got to
find
start
for that
talking
love.
shit now. Like we know he could kick our ass, but still. We have it right now. We gotta talk shit.
Yeah, enjoy it. Hey, enjoy it while you can before I run 15:30 at 100.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing is you could do some shit like that. I can't.
Yeah.
But
No,
but
I think you could if you do more speed.
okay, that's my takeaway. Honestly, dude, that would have I not no. I don't think for that block alone, that training block, I should not have done more speed because it would have resulted in injury or something. But
No,
like
I'm saying over time.
over time,
Not over
yeah,
like yeah.
speed was
Not
the
like
limiting factor there
more not
for
like
sure.
more in more sessions in a week, but like I'm saying
Just over time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
over time.
it'll help. Like
Yeah.
speed was the cap there. There was no, it wasn't. I was worried it was gonna be muscular endurance. That wasn't an issue. There was no. I ran. Yeah, there was just no issue with my legs. Like, if I did more speed work and I could increase every mile, yeah, that's what would have made a bigger difference. So I agree with you, Tim.
Speed
Okay,
is king.
can I say my
Oh yeah.
takeaway? Because there was like, I'll make it quick ish.
What's your takeaway? Because I want to say some stuff at the end, but go
Yeah.
for it.
Okay, here's my final spiel. I did mostly gels. I probably did like 35 gels, along with some other stuff, but mostly gels. Worked fine. My stomach was pretty good most of the time. Um, and then I was happy the entire time. I was cheering everyone. I was yelling, dude. And this is gonna get into my point. Like I was screaming at everyone, dude, fucking hollering, like so fun, dude. I was having a blast. That was my most fun race for sure. Um, and then which I contribute to by pacing, and this gives me the whole thing that Nick Curry is an absolute genius, and that this is the most fun and best way to run 100 without a doubt. And I will be doing that from now on. Like, no question, dude. And I was reading his articles last night too. Just like I've read them before, I was reading them again. And it's, dude, everything about it is so true. Like, when you start that slow or like that mellow, you're avoiding, like, he has this line. You got to look at the graph, but you're avoiding like all these issues that would come up if you're pushing harder, like stomach, fatigue, just all this normal shit. Heat, like, you're not pushing, so your heart rate's not high, so you're not getting not like all this stuff. Um, and it's like enjoyable. And then as you hit further in the race, you can run and just be happy, and then you can push it. Um, dude, I don't know because my split was 9:17, 9:18, and 10 hour for 100 flat. Like when I hit 100, that was my watch because I wanted to know for future. That's a 40-minute difference, positive split, which is not very much over 100. Um, Pretty damn even. And like sticking to my splits and not worrying about where the fuck I was is the only reason I went under 20. If I went out with all the people who said they're going to go under 20 and all that, it would have not been the same. It would have been not enjoyable. Dude, I enjoyed that entire race besides when I was overheating. That wasn't fun. But like, dude, it like being able to like even split is the like, dude, like I might have just had a good race, but I think a lot of that was based on just like just being good with my heart rate, being good with my being on top of my nutrition and all that. But like just like not banking time is the dumbest thing ever. I'm gonna fucking go by that now. Like at least in the first 50, maybe at mile 70, sure, but at mile 20, banking time is the dumbest fucking thing ever. So I'm not doing it anymore. And that is how I'm gonna fucking
I
rip.
like it.
So that's all I'm gonna say. Look at who has the
Yeah,
most
you know
fun.
what? All I'm gonna say is you're gonna have to come up with a new strategy before Jigger Johnson because that ain't gonna work there.
We'll see.
We'll see, because that's my strategy, dude. I'm doing it. I will do that at Krill Drill. I'll do that at Jigger Johnson. I will do a 14-hour first 50 and a 15-hour second 50. Calling it.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit! All right, I
No, but
like
seriously,
that.
like, dude, like, if I look back, I did it at Coyote Tomb and I fucking pulled my calf, and that's why I don't think I had a good second half. Like, I think it would have been pretty even splits if, like, my legs felt really good the whole time. Same with Coldwater. Legs felt really good the whole time. It's like when I push it a little weird, like, and again, it's hard. I don't know if I think it's hard to do, and I think I just kind of, like, got lucky in my pacing, but, like, whew, that was fun, dude. That was a fun race, dude. I was singing at
And I
everyone.
think it was pretty cool that San Diego pulled up pretty deep there.
Yeah, they
We
did.
had like Derek out
Crushed it.
there. Shout out Brittany Poor, first overall
The female second
female.
fastest time on that
What'd she
course,
get, like sixth overall or seventh or something like that?
something like
So,
that.
yeah,
Sixth
something
or
like that.
seventh overall. She
Derek
killed it.
did great.
Braxton from back home,
Yep.
5 mile course record, which by the way is
Hell
kind of
yeah.
soft. I'm gonna go back there next year and beat it by like two
Oh yeah, you're gonna
minutes.
drive 6 hours to run
Run
five
five
miles.
miles. Dude, he will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else was out there? Zarek, obviously,
Our
we talked
first
about
100K.
him. Yeah, Rob and Olivia.
Derek. I don't know if you
Um,
said Derek.
Derek, I said Derek.
Yeah.
I think that was
I feel like we're
that
missing
was
someone.
that was pretty
Christian was
much it.
there, hanging out.
Christian, yeah. Shout out
Um,
Christian
that
for
was
the
yeah,
crew
that
and
was
the pace.
awesome.
Yeah, San Diego pulled up deep there, which was cool.
Yeah, we overtook. I mean, we
Um,
had a good ratio of San Diego doing well. It was a pretty good mix.
telling you, dude, we're gonna put San Diego on the map. We got some dogs out here. So,
Little do they know.
yep. So next up, what do we got? Jake, you have
Cruel
Cruel
Jewel,
Jewel
but I'll
and
do
what?
something
When is that?
before. I don't know what, but I'll do something.
San Diego, May
No,
1st.
that's like 2 weeks before. I
April.
really do want to do San Diego because okay, now that I ran a flat race, like I think I could do it. Not amazing, but
If you do San Diego, I'll do San Diego.
you don't have
Yes,
102 weeks soft.
do it.
What?
You don't have 102 weeks after.
But I'll be fresh off of that 100K
Yeah, you will.
and I'll be
Do I want
fried.
to? Do I want to throw in my Cruel Jewel? I don't think so. I think I'm going. I want to do well at Cruel Jewel tonight.
Think about it.
I'll think
About
about it.
I'll just need both of you to pace me. How about
I'll
that?
be there. I'll be there.
Actually,
I
you
don't
got
know
someone
if
else, don't you, Tim?
yeah, I'm gonna help my buddy Eric who dropped that 80 last year.
That's
He's an
your thing
older
now.
dude.
You're gonna get them to the finish.
Yeah,
So
dude. That's what you do.
if I knew, bro, yeah, if I knew you were for sure gonna do it, then I would have been
Yeah,
like,
that's, no, dude,
I'm
it's fine. I
helping
don't care.
Cade,
I don't
but
care.
No, I
um,
got you, kid. I told Harsha to help, but Harsha's local and he's not. He's not gonna have any issue finding someone. I got you, kid.
Yeah, I saw. He was the only name I recognized that was in it, but that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you're gonna
I think
crush
I'm
it.
gonna sign up this weekend.
Yeah,
There's still like a
dude.
ton of spots left, but
You're gonna love it. If you make it out here, we'll fucking run the whole course beforehand.
hell yeah.
If you happen to buy yourself over here.
go for the podium.
Oh yeah, go for
What
it,
did
dude.
Yeah, go for it, dude.
what did you guys run it in? Time
You wanna
wise.
know what I
28
ran?
hours,
What?
31:50 something.
28,
What do you think I could do it in?
20 flat, sub 20.
Sub 20? Damn,
Yeah.
Send it,
that's
dude.
fast.
Stay smart.
Yeah. Start slow.
Yeah.
Pass for the podium within the last
Yeah, because
two
it's gonna be
miles.
heat. You gotta avoid the heat. So if you start slow, you can get out of the heat and then kind of do
Yeah.
your thing.
Is it
People
like
off.
humid down there?
No, not one bit.
No.
Dry as a bit.
Nice.
Dude,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's just dry.
Really?
send it, bro.
Hell yeah.
Fuck, you're
Sign
making me
up.
want to do it.
Dude, and then
Not happening.
dude, if Ryan signs up for Jigger Johnson, I will too. And then we all
Oh, you
go.
will.
Oh,
It'd be
get out
so
of
sick.
here. Get out of
Well, then
here.
tell
What is
Ryan
it?
to sign
Is
up.
it
Sign up.
what'd you say? It's August, right?
Mhm.
Dude, it'd
Okay,
be
so
sick.
then we'll have to do a
It'd be
thing.
sick. We gotta like get
Whoever
a
wins
house.
that, whoever wins that is crowned the winner
Oh yeah,
then.
we gotta put something.
That's
We gotta
it.
put something on the line.
There's
Whoever gets fourth
no
gets picked
more
off the team.
no more no more fastest 100. It's whoever wins that race is
Hey,
Is it?
the thing
the
too is
king.
everyone's gonna talk shit on us too because it's all East Coast people and they're like, you don't know what they
Yeah.
all have that.
Dude, we're gonna just go and fucking destroy them. I can tell you that.
Bro, no matter how gnarly it is, I'm not concerned. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Neither am I.
call it out. You and I both know, like,
I'm calling, dude. You know what? Let's call it out right now. Course record going down at Jigger Johnson.
Hell yeah.
I'm calling it out. I'm calling my shot again. I'm not saying me specifically, but one of us will
I'm
get
No,
it.
it's gonna be
I'm
me.
calling
It's
Team
gonna be you
Ovando,
out
one
of
of
all of
us.
us.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's either gonna it could be one of us,
Maybe
dude.
all
I'm
all
not
three
saying
of
me
us on the
specifically.
podium.
No,
I'm
seriously,
s-
it's
I'm saying
doable.
course record at Jigger Johnson is going down. Not
Hell
by
yeah.
me, but by one of us here. It's going down.
Hell yeah. We gotta let
We
So,
can
Ryan know our
clip that,
plans.
send it to Erica.
yeah, tag him.
For when I finish in 53 hours.
Oh gosh.
I'm dropping, bro. I'm Moab.
Uh,
If it takes me 53 hours.
but that the course did look gnarly in that video you sent me. There's so much roots. It's just thick. Like very dense for
But that's like the shit.
yeah, it's
Like,
cool.
that's what I like, dude.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So, I think that's basically gonna do wrap up the episode for today.
That's
By
good.
the way, instead of it just being called the Ovando Running Podcast, it's gonna be now called Endure. Um, just kind of something that, we came up with, and I think it just kind of um, fits, with ultra running and what we do in the sport. So, thanks for tuning in for another episode of Endure, and we will catch you on the next one.